Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. Are you stuck in the corporate rat race, worrying about layoffs, and longing to take control of your destiny? This is the place for frustrated executives like you who want to escape the grind, live life on your own terms, and build wealth. Whether you're ready to make a full transition into franchise ownership or want to start building a side business along your corporate job, Pete guides you every step of the way. He'll talk about how to create career and income security, diversify your assets and income, and live life on your own terms. Your path to controlling your own destiny starts now.
Welcome to the Hire Yourself podcast. My name is Pete Gilfillan. I am an entrepreneur, the best-selling author of the book Hire Yourself, a nationally recognized franchise consultant, and a proud corporate escapee. My mission in life is to help senior level executives to take control of their destiny, to build wealth, and to live life on their own terms. It's very similar to what I did several years ago. And during the podcast, I always try to answer a question. And today's question, I want to talk a little bit about how corporate level executives, you can take all that great experience that you've gained in the corporate world, and you can use that to become a successful business owner. More specifically, a successful franchise business owner. You see, executives, they know how to build and lead teams. They know how to set up strategic plans. They know how to look at the financials or analyze the financials. They know how to optimize operations. They know how to focus on satisfying the customer or customer satisfaction. And they certainly know how to build relationships and influence people. So how about if we today talk about the 10 reasons why executives, they can leverage all this great experience they gained in the corporate world to start and build their own successful business. So number one is we learn as a corporate level executive, we learn how to set the strategic vision and the execute on that plan. And that's a classic thing we learn, right? We put long-term plans together, we set KPIs, we align the organization with those measurable goals, and we go out there and we execute. And so you see a lot of executives. There's a great article in Entrepreneur about a gal that she was a financial executive. She went in and she took a very simple franchise business and built it to a large one, leveraging all that great strategic vision and execution from what she learned in the corporate world, and she translated it to a franchise. Another reason is as an executive, we gain leadership and team building experience. Executives know how to hire, they know how to train, they know how to motivate teams. They bring leadership frameworks, that performance management and that culture building expertise to a business, and specifically a franchise business. So there's a great article in Estate Envy. They talk a little bit about this executive. She went and basically started a franchise business and a high performing business she created by leveraging the leadership and team building skills. Number three is that when we talk about business, it is about numbers. Numbers is the language of business. And so as an executive, you learn financial acumen. You learn how to budget, forecast, profit margins. And so you can take this experience to optimize the financial potential of a business. And I think about an article in the Business Insider that talked a little bit about a Big Four accountant. And he took this financial acumen to go build a large franchise business to 6 locations. And certainly in the corporate world, we learn a lot about marketing and brand development. And this is good, right? This is the idea that we learn about customer segmentation. We understand about brand positioning and how to build market share. Well, you can take those skills that you learn in the corporate world to build your own business. And there's a great article in Business Insider about a P&G executive that took his experience in terms of marketing to take porta potty business and make it very large. Again, leveraging the traditional marketing things that he learned in the corporate world and applied it to the franchise business. And then certainly as a corporate level executive, we learn operational excellence. This idea of efficient systems, SOPs. The idea is that we learn about all these different systems and apply them to business. And so certainly this is one where we can take those skills and whether it's a blind franchise or it's anything else, taking those operational excellent skills and apply them to a small, simple franchise business. And then as an executive, we also learn about risk management, how executives leverage risk. So corporate veterans understand to assess risk, conduct SWOT analysis, obviously implement strategies that mitigate risk. Well, the same thing can be applied to franchises. And I think of an article in Caring Senior Service, where it talks a little bit about an executive that took his experience and built a very large home care franchise. Another one is that as executives, we learn about this networking and relationship building, right? You as an executive, you're building a strong network of other executives, mentoring people, partnerships, and even with customers. And these same skills can be applied to a small business. And I certainly did this with my business. When I left the large corporate world to start my own business, I leveraged those skills of networking and building relationships to build my own successful businesses. Eighth reason is that, we learn as executives in the corporate world that you always have to be adapting. You always have to be learning. And so this idea that we're always figuring out ways to become better. And the idea is that having more of a flexible mindset of looking at things and finding those opportunities. Well, this can also be applied from franchising. And there was a great article in the Empowered Franchisee, my good buddy David Greenberg. He talks a little bit about how people leverage that experience, that continuous learning, as they address businesses, owning a franchise, how they can leverage that to build a successful business. And certainly, we learn in the corporate world about being customer-centric, about building this customer experience. And I know that this is a big deal, and we certainly did this at Ford. And so the idea is we can take that passion, that customer-centric experience, and apply it to our own franchise business. And then one of my favorites is that we learn about community engagement, engaging the community, building a strong brand. The idea is we can take this same thing and make it hyper-local, as one of my buddies would say, right? We can take this customer engagement and just take it to the next level or down a level where we can be impacting communities, sponsoring little league teams or doing something in the community to be engaged. So bottom line is, as a corporate level executive, we get great training, we get experience. The problem is as we get longer in our corporate careers, there's just less demand for senior level executives. And why not take all this corporate experience that you gained and apply it towards a business where you can build your own wealth, to live life on your own terms, and certainly escape the corporate rat race if you choose to do that. And that's what I do as a franchise consultant. I help senior level executives explore franchise business ownership to see if it's a way for them to take control of their destiny, to build wealth, and to live life on their own terms. But know that if you've been a corporate level executive, you've got great training, you got great experience, and why not apply it to something where you can benefit from it, where you can be the one that if you work hard, you're rewarded for it. Build an asset that you can sell someday, or it can be a great retirement income tool. So if you like what you heard today, I encourage you to subscribe, follow, like my stuff. Again, I'm here to help you. My job is to help you take control of your destiny, to build wealth, and to live life in your terms.
Thanks for joining us on the Hire Yourself podcast. Pete's here to help you break free from the corporate rat race, take control of your destiny, and finally live life on your own terms, whether that's jumping into franchise ownership full-time or starting it as a side hustle. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a fellow frustrated executive, and leave a review to let us know your thoughts. Until next time, take charge, build your future, and live life on your own terms.